Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zane's English Podcast. I'm really glad you're here with me today in choosing to practice your English. This podcast is designed to help you feel more comfortable with real English. You don't need to take notes right now, and you don't need to translate every word. Just listen carefully and follow the ideas. Over time, your understanding will improve naturally. Today's topic is something we all experience in life. Today, I want to talk about making friends. Making friends can be exciting, but it can also feel difficult. Many people feel nervous when they meet someone new. They worry about what to say and how to act. This feeling is very normal, especially in a new language. When you speak English as a second language, making friends can feel even harder. You might be afraid of making mistakes or sounding strange, but mistakes are part of learning and part of connecting with people. Making friends is not about being perfect, it's about being real. Let me tell you about a time when I had to make new friends. I remember moving to a new place where I didn't know anyone. Everything felt unfamiliar, including the people around me. On my first day, I noticed that everyone already seemed to have friends. I felt a little lonely and unsure of myself. I kept asking myself if people would like me. Even though I felt nervous, I knew I had to try. Staying silent would not help me build connections. One day, I decided to start with something simple. I smiled at a person sitting near me and said hello. My voice was calm, but inside I felt tense. The other person smiled back and said hello too. That small moment made me feel a little more confident. We didn't become close friends right away, but it showed me that starting is often the hardest part. Once you start, the rest becomes easier. When you want to make friends, small talk is very important. Small talk means short and simple conversations. You can talk about the weather, work, or daily life. These topics are easy and safe for most people. You don't need deep or personal questions at the beginning. Simple sentences can open the door to longer conversations. Asking questions also shows interest in the other person. People usually enjoy talking about themselves. Listening is just as important as speaking. When you listen carefully, people feel respected. You don't need to respond with long answers. Sometimes a short reaction is enough to continue the conversation. Nodding and smiling can also show that you are engaged. Good friends are often good listeners. They don't interrupt or rush the conversation. They make others feel comfortable. Over time, conversations start to feel more natural. You may begin to share small details about your life. Talking about hobbies is a great way to connect. If you enjoy similar activities, friendship grows faster. Even if your interests are different, that's okay. Differences can make conversations more interesting. What matters most is mutual respect. Friendship grows through understanding and kindness. Sometimes making friends takes longer than we expect. Not every conversation leads to a strong connection. This does not mean you did something wrong. People have different personalities and situations. Some people are shy and others are very busy. Patience is an important part of making friends. Real connections take time to develop. Rushing the process can create pressure. Language can also be a challenge when making friends. You might forget words or say something incorrectly. Most people are understanding when they see you are trying. Being honest about learning English can actually help. It shows courage and openness. Many friendships begin with shared learning experiences. Laughing about small mistakes can break the tension. It can even bring people closer together. Friendship is not only about talking. It is also about spending time together. Doing simple activities can strengthen a connection. You might drink coffee together or take a walk. Shared experiences create memories. These memories help friendships last longer. Even quiet moments can feel comfortable with the right person. Silence does not always mean discomfort. As time passes, trust begins to grow. You start to feel more relaxed around each other. You don't worry as much about what to say. You feel accepted for who you are. This is when friendship feels natural and warm. Trust is built through honesty and consistency. Being kind and reliable matters more than being impressive. True friends value sincerity. It's also important to remember that friendship goes both ways. You should support your friends just as they support you. Checking in and asking how someone is doing can mean a lot. Small actions often have big meaning. Friendship is not about using people. It's about sharing life together. Giving time and attention strengthens relationships. These efforts create strong bonds. If you feel shy or unsure, that is completely okay. Many people feel the same way, even native speakers. Confidence grows with experience and practice. Each conversation is a small step forward. You don't need many friends to feel connected. Even one good friend can make a big difference. Quality matters more than quantity. Friendship should feel safe and supportive. Now, I want you to think about your own life. Think about where you meet new people. It could be at work, school, or in your neighborhood. Think about one small step you can take. A greeting or a question is enough to begin. You already have the ability to connect with others. Language is just a tool, not a barrier. With practice, making friends in English will feel more natural. Thank you for spending this time with me on Zane's English podcast. I hope this episode helps you feel more confident about making friends. Remember that connection starts with simple moments. Be patient with yourself and with others. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Your support helps this podcast reach more learners. Keep practicing your English every day. I'll see you in the next episode.